My name is Lara Holmes, and I am 16 years old. I live in Maplewood, a small town where everyone knows everyone, and secrets have a way of surfacing when you least expect them. I have always been a bit of a quiet soul, spending most of my time observing rather than being observed. Maybe it stems from an incident in my childhood that left me scarred and distrustful of people. When I was just 10 years old, I became prey to a predator, a man who took advantage of my innocence in a way I could not understand back then. That encounter nearly destroyed me until my best friend Kay came along, right when I felt I could not take it anymore. She saved my life in ways she probably never knew. Recently, something troubling began to unfold between Kay and me. It started slowly, with her avoiding me, seeming more closed off than usual. Typically, she was the life of the party, a shining star amidst the crowd, but now she had become a shadow. Part of me thought I should give her space, that perhaps she was just going through something she wasn't yet ready to share. But the other part of me, my instincts honed from years of fear, was terrified she would hurt herself. After grappling with these conflicting feelings, I finally decided I could not stand idly by any longer. After basketball practice one evening, I cornered her in the hallway. "Are you okay? What is wrong, Kay? I am really worried about you," I asked gently, my heart racing. She was dressed in all black, which made her stand out like a bruise against the vibrant backdrop of our peers. The instant she looked into my eyes, I knew something was painfully wrong. Her usually bright spirit seemed almost lifeless. Her eyes were puffy and red, and it felt like she was pleading silently for help, wishing to vanish from this world. Without a second thought, I lifted her chin and hugged her tightly, allowing her to pour out the sobs and fears that I knew she had been holding inside. We ended up going for ice cream, which, while comforting, could not hide the horror of what was about to unfold. Kay finally opened up about her struggles, revealing the worst possible secret I could have imagined. The last time she had visited my house, a family friend, someone who had been around for years, had harassed her. The experience she described sent a shiver down my spine. He had threatened her to stay quiet, implying he would use his connection to me to harm her if she ever said a word. Fury surged through me like wildfire. How dare he harm my best friend like that? In that moment, it was more than just anger. It felt like heartbreak and rage combined. I found myself spiraling into a dark place. I could not just sit back and let this happen. I had to take action, but what could I do against someone so powerful and twisted? Then a reckless idea came to me. I decided to take her phone and pretend to be her, sending him provocative messages to lower his guard. If he thought I was flirting with him, maybe he would reveal his true, grotesque self. To my shock, it worked better than I ever hoped. He responded eagerly, unabashedly revealing his vile nature. He even sent a picture that I would carry in my memory like an unshakable burden. My stomach turned, but I knew I had to act fast. I documented everything, the messages, the photo, every detail of his depravity. I shared it widely, sending it to my friends, posting it on my social media, and even exposing it to his boss, who just happened to be my father's boss as well. It was a risky move, but I felt I had no choice. I had to protect Kay at all costs. Soon, everything came crashing down on him. My father discovered what had occurred, and his reaction was explosive. It would be an understatement to say I underestimated his fury. He confronted the man, and after a heated confrontation, the man ended up with a broken nose and fractured ribs. My heart raced at the sight of swift justice, but I felt conflicted. Was this vengeance, or was it an act of protection? As the dust settled, the repercussions of my actions became clear. Kay and I started attending therapy sessions to heal and cope with the aftermath of that dreadful experience. I learned that I was not the only one affected by this man's predatory behavior. His wife divorced him, obtaining full custody of their 2 children, which was a small relief considering what he could have done to them if left unchecked. In this bizarre turn of events, I realized that I was feeling more relieved than I had anticipated. However, as we healed, a strange urge began to stir within me. I wanted to tell Kay about the feelings I had developed for her over time. I wanted to confess that my love for her transcended friendship and that she was the most important person in my life. But a question lingered in my mind. Would sharing my feelings ruin what we had? Would it lead us down another path of turmoil? I was scared to let her down again, and I was terrified of losing her. As I sit here reflecting, I can honestly say that the journey has left me changed. While the scars of the past still linger, I have learned to fight back and protect those I love, no matter how much it may cost. In my mind, the person who terrorized Kay got what he deserved. Justice had been served, but I was left with the responsibility of taking care of my heart, and more importantly, my best friend, S. I sit with these thoughts, contemplating what my next move will be and how to navigate this complicated, bittersweet reality. Maybe sharing my true feelings with Kay will lead to a new beginning, or perhaps it will tear us apart. All I know is I must tread carefully, as the road ahead is uncertain, but I owe it to both of us to find the courage to speak the truth.